What's up, everybody? So I'm gonna be doing another social media detox. Literally just started today. Did one a few months ago, but I didn't really, really detox myself from social media completely because I was still checking the apps and stuff like that. But throughout this process, this time I'm finding a better way to express myself and let people in without posting on those other apps like Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, all those apps. I'll be off of those, but I'll be here on YouTube just posting these videos. So if anybody wants to check up on me and see what I'm doing, I'll be posting these throughout this period. So yeah, what led to this one? The first one, what led to the first ones that I felt that I needed to get away from social media because of the toxic things that go on social media, the negativity that is spewed on social media, all the hate that you see on social media, and just you know, there's just a lot of things that go on social media that aren't healthy. So taking the time to get away from it is, a healthy trait. Not saying that I'm going again, like last time. I'm not going away forever. I'm just going away for a while because you need those times to just decompress and get away from everything. And now this time I'm going to come up with strategies on how to manage being on social media without letting it affect me the way that it, has in the past. And dealing with the fact now that, I recently went to a psychiatrist and was told that I have bipolar disorder and ADD. It's a little more important that I worry about my self-care, my mental health and everything now. So I'm going to be doing this detox. I don't know how long it's going to last, but I'm definitely going to be off social media for a while because, again, those negative traits that are on those apps, everybody just attacking each other all the time. There's a lot of hate on social media. But there are, again, like I said in the last video, there's just a lot of positive things about social media, just being connected with, people that you love, that may not be in the vicinity of you. They might be on the other side of the country or on the other side of the world even, but with social media, you are connected with those people. But again, it doesn't take away from those negative things that you see on those apps, see a lot of hate that goes on in the world. A lot of the hate is displayed on those apps. So for my own self-care, pretty much will be off of social media and just kind of using these vlogs as a way to let things out and vent. Maybe I'll be posting some of these things on YouTube. I don't care how many people see them. I don't give a damn about any of that. It's just an outlet for me to express what I'm feeling and feel like I'm not being judged. So this is how I'll be doing that. So then to talk about the fact that I now have been diagnosed with bipolar disorder and ADD, literally just last week, but my world has changed since last week. So I'll give you the story on that because a lot of people don't really understand what's going on with me. A lot of people are saying, what the doctor's saying isn't true. They don't see any of the signs in me. I don't show any of the signs. I never showed any of the signs as a child. And went to the doctor. Nobody ever said anything about it. But I hide the signs very well. I hide what's going on pretty well. I do have trouble communicating with, other people. I do have terrible communication skills. That's something that I have to work on. But I've hid the signs pretty much my whole life, Not a lot of people really get to know the real me, a few people do know the real me and have seen me show the signs of this and understand why I took the steps that I did to find out what was going on. Just for the people that don't understand, like I said, a couple years ago, I had a experience where I was hospitalized. I was in the hospital for 4 days, but that period I was really just disconnected from reality for about a month. And again, it hit it well. Not a lot of people knew what was going on besides for my, family, but they didn't know for a while either until like it really, really showed. So what I'll describe that period of time was I was having a hypomanic episode, which means I was experiencing just extreme highs and felt extremely good, like euphoric in a way. But it's just sometimes some of the stuff that I was saying and some of the stuff that I was doing sounded out of control. It was ridiculous. Like, again, during that period of time, I really did not have a grasp of reality. So that explains what that was. And then after I was released from the hospital, I went a whole nother 2.5 years without, just pushing the problem to the side. And it's just started to show in my everyday life. It's just the fact that I would have hypomanic episodes that was manageable, that weren't as bad as the first one. And then I had the depressive episodes where I was just down and out for points at a time. There's a period, I would say, from the winter of 2016 all the way into the summer of 2017, where I was completely just depressed for like a good 6 or 7 months. And again, I didn't think anything of it. I just pushed it to the side. I had all these dark thoughts, all these terrible thoughts during that period. I isolated myself from my friends and my family, so nobody really saw me during that time. So I was going through a lot during that time too. But again, after I pushed myself out of that period, again, I pushed everything to the side. So yeah, so I just kept letting these things eat away at me and keep having these thoughts in my head like, oh, there's something wrong with me. There's something going on with me. And, a lot of the times people that, my loved ones, they were around me while I was going through these experiences, and they were just thinking, what's going on with me? And I'm thinking it for myself. So I went to talk to somebody, maybe, and we figured out what was going on. So it's bipolar disorder, and it's ADD. The ADD shows in the fact sometimes that I space out all the time. I'm a huge procrastinator, like pretty much a lot of people in the world, but my procrastination, I get kind of fulfillment from doing things last minute. And that's, a property of having ADD. So, and it's like a lot of people, like I've looked up and learned a lot about this. A lot of people go unnoticed, their signs and their symptoms. They just go unnoticed for years. So now that I know what's going on, I'm going to take those proper steps just to take care of this. I've been looking up how dangerous having both bipolar disorder and ADD can be. So I have to take extra precautions on how to, how to take care of myself. But I just know that I feel good now that I know what's going on and I'm accepting it. So I did have some denial these past few days, and it just had a lot of people in my ear that kind of, backed up the ideas that, maybe something's not going on with me. But that's just people, those ideas are from people that, didn't really see what was really going on with me. So I'm accepting this. I'm accepting this now, and I'm gonna take care of it head on. And I really just want people to understand that I'm still the same person. It's just I got a little, a special quality about me. I'm still the same me. Nothing's gonna change at all. I'm gonna work on myself. There are gonna be periods and times where I'm just gonna go away for a while. But that's just me just working on myself. That's like what I'm doing now. But while I'm working on myself, I'll do these little vlogs. And I'll, maybe I'll post them just so people can know what's going on. Again, the only benefit of this for me is not to have people, not to become viral or famous or anything. It's just to just let people know that you're not alone. It's forever, for such a long time, I felt alone. I don't anymore, because there's a whole community like me, a whole world out there like me. So my sole purpose in life, whatever field that I'm in, is just to have a positive impact on as many lives that I can before I am 6 feet under. Is to have that impact on as many lives as I can. Let it be kids, let it be adults, anybody. Again, just to have that positive impact. And I have done that, but now I'm going to take care of myself so that I can continue to have that positive impact on as many lives as I can. I sat down, I talked with my mom, I had some great conversations with my mom, my dad, and a lot of my friends on what to do next. And now I know something that I've been thinking about doing for a long time was becoming a guidance counselor. It's one of those things that I've like something that I could do, but now I think that's my calling now. It's just to be a guidance counselor and help as many kids as I can. Again, have a positive impact on as many lives as I can, but I really want to focus on the youth, because if kids at a young age can have somebody to go to and lean on when they're going through whatever else that they're going through in life, and they can have that positive support system at a young age, it'll make the rest of their life a lot more manageable. And that's where I say, for me, throughout my entire life, I had such a great support system. That's why now that I know about this, it's a lot more manageable, because I have such a great support system, and I want to be that for as many kids as possible, and adults, anybody. I just want to have a positive impact on as many lives as I can. And now I'm going to take the steps to do that by taking care of myself first. So, yeah. To go back to the beginning of the video, I won't be on social media for a while. I'll just be here on YouTube doing stuff. So, yeah. Again, if you watch this whole thing, thank you. But, again, I'm gonna be here just working on myself and getting better. Get better every day. I'll be out.